Every market segment has the companies whose word sounds at least weighty, if not decisive, for this very segment. The number of such companies is quite limited, and Philips is definitely one of them. Albeit difficult to name this brand the leader of all segments it is active at, particularly of the mobile phone one. It has several outstanding devices, and here we have a new model of its Xenium series. We faced the strange thing about its category name. Unexpectedly, we met more than one. The first was a pocket PC. Did you hear about Philips pocket PCs? We did not either. I think that even in Philips, they did not hear about such devices. There are no devices, but there is a name. Okay, let it be. Two other names are a smartphone and a mobile phone. The latter is suggested by the official site. Funny situation, isn't it? It was not Philips who created this funny situation. It was China Electronics Corporation, the producer of the mobile devices under the Philips brand. Anyway, it's not a big deal. All we expect from Chinese products is a low price and decent specs. And now let's see if this new Xenium is able to meet the above requirements. We're not going to focus too much on the price of this device. It's just worth mentioning that the handset turned out to be pretty expensive considering its Chinese origin. Although, we cannot but agree that the price is reasonable. The producer seemingly did not make any attempt to cut costs. Except perhaps that i908 comes with MT6592, one of the MediaTek processors, which, as you may know, are quite budget-oriented unlike their Qualcomm counterparts. On the other hand, nowadays MediaTek's processor family is justly considered to be as good as its high-priced rival. So, the octa-core processor we have here has earned our approval. We noticed neither bugs nor speed problems. The 5-inch IPS display is highly responsive. Great color quality is supposedly supported by the Clear Motion technology. It is really helpful, especially when it comes to depicting fast-moving images. Other key features are up-to-date and pretty good. Check it out! The Full HD display, 2 gigs of RAM, and 16 gigs of the microSD extensible ROM. Hansen's 3000 mAh battery is a separate matter. Overall, the word Xenium in the name of the Philips handset series indicates the brand-patented technology aimed at increasing the battery life. We cannot say that this technology is actually a technology, but it is true that these gadgets are good at charge holding, and it is quite noticeable. So we would recommend this smartphone to the users being on the hunt for a battery-friendly device and at the same time being ready and willing to pay extra money for this feature. In terms of figures, the producer promises you 37 hours of talk time and 45 days of standby time. At our test, the battery was not run down after a week of light usage. We should put a special focus on the cameras. This is not to say that they are something one of a kind. The 13MP rear camera has autofocus and usual electronic flash. However, the lens with aperture of 2.2 will give you a sharp image even in low-light environments. Frankly speaking, we were pretty surprised. Plus, unlike many other producers striving to automate the process of taking photos, Philips decided to provide you with a lot of interesting settings, including those unusual for the basic manual adjustment set. You will find not only manual white balance, but also things like manual ISO adjustment, for example. The front camera is good too. With its considerable 5MP and wide-angle lens, it is well-suited both for cool selfies and Skype video calls. Generally speaking, we have talked about various additional fun features till now, but if we consider this handset just as a handset, we will mark some interesting characteristics as well. The first thing is, the Philips Xenium i908 is a dual SIM model. Well, yes, it's a common feature nowadays, especially in the budget-friendly segment. But in this case, the dual SIMness is aimed at the dual-mode operation. Along with a standard SIM card, here comes the CDMA mode capability. It's a piece of cake for those who still use different handsets for different modes. More than that, it's a good fit for the IP telephony users. You can activate this mode just using the basic call settings. It's very easy and very advanced. It is super cool for the work in the corporate network featuring the internet connection. And now let's summarize. Some of you may hold the Philips Xenium i908 to be unfavorable because of its comparatively expensive price tag. But we seem to have found several categories of users who should take a note of this handset. We mean the users requiring a multi-mode mobile device, enjoying the endless camera options testing and wanting a powerful battery. Sooner or later, they will appreciate this review.